Good morning, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Frustrated to Freedom. I'm Bill Morrow, your guide on your journey to the objective. And your objective is to get to the freedom section. Now, today is episode 28. And the subject line is set your own targets, your own agenda. And this is exactly what we want to do. Our whole objective is to do the three things that we have to do. And in doing that, we basically set our own targets. We set out exactly what we want to do, what our objective is. Now, by doing this, we show to others that we know exactly where we're going, we know what we want to do and how we're going to get there. So that in itself shows that you are capable and are willing to take action on your future. And that is the whole objective. So we set out all the targets. And if not, remember that fella there will come in and tell you what you should be doing. But that would be a negative attitude. We don't want that. We want to go ahead and do exactly what we want. Now, if you remember things like boxers and athletes and so forth, now they strive to an objective. And they compete. They compete all the time. Sometimes with themselves, against the clock, against their best. And they keep trying to break their best targets all the time. This is the sort of thing that we do on a daily basis. We try and improve ourselves. Now, if you just sit down and watch the buses going past, it's simply a matter of you're not achieving anything. So in a day, we want to achieve something in a day. And that is the sort of thing that we've got to do. Now, talk about achieving. Last night I watched some of the Invictus Games in Australia, and there you have people, ex-military personnel, with some of the biggest problems you could think of. Limbs missing, all sorts of mental problems and so forth brought on by traumas, and they're out competing with themselves, number one, and then with others, to bring up their credibility, to give themselves a target. And that's exactly what they're doing. And to watch them in action there was quite something to do. And then here we are with all our little bits, and half the time we sit there and do nothing with them. So it's set your targets, or someone else will do it for you. And all the time, you remember, when you're setting targets and so forth, as I said before, you set them so that you can achieve them. Not impossibilities, not too far away, so that you can achieve one. And each time you achieve, you go to the next stage, you go to the next one. You never have completed. When the end comes, you start again. There's no such thing as, I've done it, I've got it, I've completed it. No, you haven't. You've done the stage of it. You've done one stage. If you've got to your first million or something like that, that's okay. That's the first target. Then you go on to the next. If you've achieved your dream house or something like that, that's not the end of it. That's the start of it. So then you go to the next goal. And we know exactly how we do that. By the mindset. By the positive thoughts all the time, and by setting your targets, always learning, always achieving. This is how you make it. This is how you get there. This is the whole objective to where we are going. And we know that the door is open there, the door is ready, so that we can go in and get all the information we want to get rid of all those frustrated problems. Remember the people we're talking to? The majority are businessmen and probably internet marketers who in fact haven't quite made it. Well, we can now show you, and we do show you exactly where the final target is. And that's exactly what it is. It's go to the website, the door, you know the door is yourdreamstosuccess.com. That's the door we're going into, because all the details, all the targets and everything are in there. All you have to do is take action. Take action. And how do we do that? We dream, we think, then we plan how we're going to achieve it. And the plan is to go there and open that door. And the third step is we take action. We have the key, we have the mental ability and agility. Now we go there and we open that door and go in and start achieving what we really want to do. Then you can do everything you want, your financial side, wherever it is. But always remain constant in the fact that you are hungry for progress. It's progress is what you're after. You don't sit down on your laurels and say, oh, I've achieved that, am I wonderful? No, you've only got part of the way. Part of the way. And now we go on to the next stage and the next stage until finally we got a target. Then what's next? The next target. That's right, my friends. It's always the next. And remember, help as many as you can on your way. See you tomorrow.